What's up, guys? It's Mr. Godfrey. I hope everybody's had an awesome summer. I wanted to take a second and first of all say I'm really excited about this season. I can't wait to get started with you guys. I was sitting here drumming and I thought I would do a real quick video tutorial on the traditional grip for snare drum and the bass drum technique for bass drummers. I want to make sure that everybody has a real good understanding of this. So we're just going to take a real quick second to go over some of the finer points of those two things. We'll start off with the snare drum traditional grip first. So the first thing that we have to consider on the traditional grip for the snare drum is obviously the left hand. It's the most complicated of the two. What we're going to do is we're going to take this drumstick, we're going to place it in the crook of our hand between the thumb and the first finger. Then we're going to take our first finger and we're going to make a T with our thumb and first finger just like this. You can kind of see it right there. The thumb should be in between the first and second knuckles, and the middle finger should just kind of hang out like this. The ring finger right here is going to act as a spring for the drumstick. And the drumstick should rest between the knuckle and the first finger of your, the knuckle and the fingernail on your ring finger, okay? So when you set up to the drum, it should look something like this. The drumstick should be pointed away from you, and the thumb should be in a straight line with your forearm, okay? That's really important, thumb in the straight line with the forearm. That's pretty much the long and the short of it. When we do the motion for this, it's like turning a doorknob. So we go up and down, just up and down. The stick should be free to move up and down a little bit using your ring finger as a spring, just like this. It's really helpful to get in front of a mirror and practice this just to make sure that you're not doing anything weird or out of the ordinary. All right, that's it. That's all there is to it. Very simple snare drum traditional grip. Now, bass drum grip. So when we approach the snare drum for concert season, we use what's called the match grip. We hold the stick just like this. Our thumb's pointed down the stick, our fingers are lightly hanging out underneath. Everything's really relaxed. So all we're going to do when we go to play the bass drum is we're going to turn that up like this, okay? It's going to be the same exact technique, but vertical, okay? The most common thing I see is for people to do this when they're trying to play bass drum. Well, we don't extend our hand like this when we play a snare drum, right? We have it like this. So it makes sense that we should just turn the stick up and use that same stroke for the marching bass drum. Keep in mind that the thumb should point down the stick at all times. The most common thing I see is for people to wrap their thumb around the stick just like this. And that creates a couple of issues. Number one, it degrades the fulcrum, so you have a sloppier control over the stick. And number two, it creates a lot of tension. Whereas if you have the thumb pointed up the stick like this, you have a stronger fulcrum, but you also have less tension in the drumstick. So I hope this short little video about our snare drum and bass drum technique helps you guys. I look forward to seeing y'all next week for Drumline Camp. I can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have an awesome season. I'll see you guys next Monday. Adios.